Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie and today I am here to do a book haul and a pretty large one at that. So it has been a few months since I last did a book haul and I have acquired quite a few books, mostly from the holidays, but also I have some books I bought myself and then some that I got from a review and subscription boxes. It's kind of all over the place, so I'm not going to ramble on any further. I have 16 books to show you guys today, so without further ado, I'm going to jump right in and get started. Okay, so the first stack of books is the books that I bought myself / were given to me as gifts. So these first few ones are the ones that I bought myself, and I'll get into the ones that were gifts. The first one of those is I Hate Myself by Shane Dawson. This is a nonfiction book that I read earlier this month in January. It was my first read of 2019 and I loved it. If you guys don't know who Shane Dawson is, he kind of blew up last year as he did a docu-series on Jake Paul that went not viral, but it got pretty big on YouTube, and he is one of my favorite YouTubers. I've been watching him for years and he is absolutely hilarious. This is his first novel. He has 2 out currently. Both of them are short story collections and they are just short stories about his life and giving fun facts about himself. I really enjoyed this. I will talk more about my thoughts in my January wrap-up coming next week, but yeah, really good and I'm glad to have this. The next book is a pre-order that I got a few months ago. It was kind of last second for me. I wasn't originally going to continue on with the series, then I decided to, again, last second, and that is The Wicked King by Holly Black, which is the sequel to The Cruel Prince. I read The Cruel Prince last January. I really enjoyed it. It wasn't my favorite thing in the world, but I enjoyed it enough to want to continue on. So I pre-ordered this copy from Good Choice Reading, which I will link down below. Basically, they are a website where you can get signed and personalized editions. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition with this beautiful black cover, and it is, again, signed and personalized to me. So it says, "For Jackie, Holly Black." Holly Black is also a local author. She is from Massachusetts, so I'm supporting a local author, which is also really great. And if you guys are not familiar with this series, it is a YA fantasy series. It follows our main character Jude, who basically as a child was kidnapped and brought to the Fey Lands after the death of her parents, and there her and her 2 sisters are raised again in the Fey world. And as Jude grows up, she kind of finds her place in the Fey society and make a name for herself. And there is this horrible prince named Carden who kind of bullies Jude throughout the story, and there's other reasons behind that. It takes off from there. It's kind of similar to ACOTAR, if you guys like A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, with the Fey element, but there's a lot of differences, obviously. So yeah, again, it wasn't my favorite story last year when I read it, but I think this has a way about it that I really enjoy, and I can definitely see where it's going to go from where The Cruel Prince left off. So I'm excited to get to this, hopefully in February. And the last stack of books that I actually bought myself are all by the same author, and they are parts of 2 different series. So the first one of those is Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas. This is book 5 in the Throne of Glass series. I read this a few years ago in 2016, around the time I started my channel, and I love Throne of Glass. You guys know that. I don't really need to explain that Sarah J. Maas is my favorite author of all time. And I am currently rereading the series. This is actually the next one that I have to read. Hopefully I can get to it before the end of January. So yeah, I have that. Last 4 books, again, are part of the same series and also by Sarah J. Maas, and they are the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. So I first have the first single book, the first book, A Court of Thorns and Roses, and this is one that I had in paperback when I originally bought it, but now I have the entire set in hardcover, so I bought this. And then to go along with that, and I'm going to explain this more in an upcoming reading vlog when this box actually comes in, but I basically ordered this subscription box. It was a one-time deal, which was all ACOTAR themed, and they have exclusive dust jackets coming with them. So I got an entire box set of the series to go with that. So I have my original copies, my paperback edition of ACOTAR, and then I have these. So this is what it looks like. Again, it's just the original covers, and then the box itself, it's really pretty. It has this beautiful crown on the side. So that is that. So yeah, I'm excited to see those dust jackets, and I'll definitely show you guys in the vlog when those come in. Alright, now we're moving on to the books that I got as gifts. I only got a couple of books for Christmas, mostly because I asked for gift cards this year so I could buy books on my own. The first one of those I got from my uncle, who gave me Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I'm actually currently reading this book. I started it during the biennial bibliothon last week. This is another very, very popular book here on BookTube. It is YA fantasy. It follows our main character Laszlo Strange, who is a librarian, and he's also always been fascinated by the city called Weep, which kind of has been forgotten. It's lost its original name. And one day, Laszlo gets the opportunity to go to Weep when a member of Weep Society comes to his town looking for people to bring to Weep to discover all the mysteries of what actually went on there. So that is that. I'm 164 pages into it. I'm liking it and not liking it at the same time. I've talked about it in a couple of reading blogs. But I think it's definitely going to pick up as far as the plot, because there isn't really a plot happening right now. And yeah, I really hope I enjoyed this book because it's absolutely stunning. I've heard fantastic things about it, so I have my hopes up. And the other book I got for Christmas as a gift was the illustrated version of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them by J.K. Rowling, and illustrated by Olivia Lamont-Gill, which I hope I said that illustrator's name right. I'm so sorry if I did not. But yes, this is the companion novel to the illustrated versions of Harry Potter, which I own, of course, because Harry Potter is my favorite series of all time, and it is absolutely stunning. I actually prefer these illustrations to the ones in Harry Potter, if I'm being completely transparent with you guys. This is what the cover looks like. It has a beautiful illustration of a griffin, and on the back it has all the names of the creatures featured inside. And I will go ahead and show you guys an example of the illustrations. So here is the basilisk, for example. So it is absolutely stunning. It kind of has like a watercolor design to it, which I really enjoy. So absolutely stunning. I'm looking forward to reading this. I am planning on doing a reread of Harry Potter sometime this summer, so this will definitely be included in that. Now we are moving on to the books that were sent to me for review. I only have a few here, but I am forever grateful to the authors and publishers who send me these. The first one of those is Kingdom Cold by Brittany Chanel. This is a YA fantasy book coming out on February 14th, so pretty soon. Again, YA fantasy. It follows our main character, Charlotte, who basically at the beginning of the book is engaged to be married, and on the day of her wedding ceremony, there's actually attempted murder on her life. And she basically has to go into hiding, and that's where the plot takes off from there. This cover, let's just talk about it. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love the cherry blossom design that's on it. That is one of my favorite designs ever. So looking forward to reading this. 3 books that I got sent to for review were sent to me by HMH, who I work with pretty frequently here on the YouTube channel as well as on my blog. The first one they sent me was Last Woman Standing by Amy Gentry. This came out on January 15th, though it is already in stores now. It is an adult psychological thriller. It follows 2 main characters who both have been in a tough situation. One of them is a comedian who recently has had an experience with sexual assault, and the other is a friend she makes at a bar, and they basically plan together to do something to the people who sexually assaulted them. So that is what this book is basically about. Not too much I know about it. I don't typically read psychological thrillers, but I am starting to get more into them, so really looking forward to reading this. Again, it is already in stores now. Next book HMA sent to me is also already out, and it is the Red Address book by Sophia Lundberg. This is literary fiction, so very different than I normally read. It follows a woman in her late 80s, early 90s who is, trying to live out the rest of her life as best as she can, and she's had this address book throughout her entire life where she's written down the names and that kind of information of every person she's ever met. And it follows, I believe, her granddaughter who goes into this address book and kind of uncovers the secrets of these people and who they actually were from her grandmother's past. So that sounds really interesting. This came out at the beginning of January. I believe it was January 5th. So again, in stores now if you guys are interested in checking it out, but I'm looking forward to this. This book I was sent to for review is called The Stranger Diaries. This is by Ellie Griffiths. This is another psychological thriller. This comes out on March 5th. And honestly, I don't know anything about this book, and I'm going to go in with that because I don't want to know anything about it. I have seen people also getting this in the thriller community who read more thrillers than I do, so yeah. sounds interesting. We'll see how I think about it. Alright, so the last 2 books I have to haul today are the books that were in my subscription boxes for the past 2 months. The first one of those came in the November Aloe Crate, and that is Amber and Dusk by Lyra Celine. This is a YA fantasy novel that I don't know really anything about. I know it has to do with a main character who can do illusions, and that's about it. That's really all I know. This cover is absolutely stunning, and it is signed as well as all the Aloe Crate books are. So that's really exciting, and yeah, definitely interesting. Last book for this haul is one that came in my January Aloe Crate, and that is the Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chofsky. This is another YA fantasy novel. Is anybody surprised? It follows a character who is living in France, who I believe is a shapeshifter. I'm probably getting the synopsis completely wrong, but this cover, again, is absolutely stunning. Once again, it is signed, so I'll go ahead and show you guys that. So that is that, and I've heard fantastic things about Roshani Chofsky in the past, and she has written 2 series now, the Star-Touched Queen duology, and also Arusha and the End of Time, which came out last year, was one of my most anticipated releases. I have not read either one of those series, but I am definitely interested in checking both of them out along with this one. So yeah, this should be a good one. Alright guys, so that is everything I'm going to have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Be sure to let me know in the comments down below what you guys have hauled in the past couple months, as I would love to know. And as always, all my social media links are linked down below for you guys to go check out if you would like to follow me on any of those. And all being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you soon for another video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye!